Okay guys, XceeD here guys. I'm just going to be showing you a quick kind of like, I don't know what I'm going to call it, like a kind of a blast wave effect. And the voice at the start was because that's what my friend said I sounded like in the first tutorial, like some kind of weird Sith Lord. And anyway, I'm just going to show you the example of what the effect is. Okay, so hopefully you guys saw that. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe. I'm just saying, but the actual effect was just there at the very end. I'll play it again for you guys. Ah, fuck. That's a fail, right? Okay, so there it is again. The like and subscribe. But there's the effect again. And just to show you other ways to use the kind of effect. Now both those examples are on OCs I've already done before, and I'll put a link to them here and here. I've always wanted to do that because Ray William Johnson always does that on all his videos. Actually, if I end up not doing that, I'll just end up looking like a prick. But anyway, the last example is from a Jeweltage, clan Jeweltage that hasn't yet been released. So hopefully you guys can look forward to that with this like little sneak preview of a preview. So there it is. You can see you can use the effect in a lot of different ways. The example I'm going to be showing you is from example 1. So take whatever you need, the footage, in this case it's clips and the sound of the intervention, and well, the sound of the intervention is being edited, and there's a lot of tutorials on how to show and how to do that stuff. I'll probably put a link to the description on Enigma's tutorial because that's how I did it here. Getting back to the tutorial anyway, take your footage and drag it into the clip. This makes the composition use the clip settings so you don't miss out on anything. You get the full resolution of your clip. I remember in tutorial 1 I actually dragged in the audio first, which made the composition a lot smaller than the actual clip, so I missed out on a lot of edges on the screen. So if you guys are getting that, if you ever like have missing edges, just make sure your composition settings are correct here. And so now I'm just gonna get to the tutorial really. I'm gonna go to about here and press B to trim it. Probably gonna trim here as well. Yeah, just after you shoot, and then right click again and trim comp to work area, then drag in the sound and press LL so that you can see the waveform, and then you obviously just want to try and match up the waveform with the shot. So that's about where he shoots. I'm gonna bring the waveform in, and that's pretty much the syncing there done. So let me just render that out just to make sure everything's matching up. Except for I forgot to turn the audio off, so you could hear some weird little kid. Anyway, so to do the kind of ripple effect, just go and create a new layer. Control Y is the shortcut. So all you have to do is click layer, new, and then solid. The reason I'm not doing this with an adjustment layer, sorry, is so that I can actually see myself creating the masks. If I was using an adjustment layer, adjustment layers are kind of invisible, so you can't actually see what you're doing. So just bear with me here. So click in the very middle, and then drag out the ellipse to make the ellipse kind of drag out from the center out. Just hold Control to get it to do this. And then when you're happy with the size of it, I'm gonna make it like the size that I want it to start at, release it, and then make another one like inside it. Hopefully that didn't kind of sound like some kind of innuendo. Anyway, make another one. The other one I want to be longer so that it cuts it off, and then I'm going to click subtract and then press F to see the feathering options. And for the outside one, I don't know if you guys can see it there, Let me just zoom in there. 100% should do. For the outside one, I like to use kind of like a sharp feather, if that makes any sense. And for the inside one, I like to use kind of a softer one. And now that I'm going to keyframe the scale so that I can make this bigger, and I'm actually going to press Alt begin bracket to trim the layer to only stack there. And then if I zoom out now, I can move on to pretty much where I want the kind of ripply warp thingy, whatever the hell I end up calling it, to be out of the screen. I'm actually not, like, I know they say whatever the hell I'm going to end up calling it. I'm not sure if I'm the first person to do this. I'm probably not. Like, you're never the first person to do anything in the web, but I haven't seen it anywhere else. So I don't want to say I'm the first person to do it, but I haven't seen it, so it's not really an overused effect or anything like that. It can't be really, because it's more of a side effect, but that's a bit slow for my liking, so I'm just going to speed it up. Okay, now that I'm happy with it, I can now turn it into an adjustment layer. And to turn a solid into an adjustment layer, or to turn anything into adjustment layer, click this little switch here. If you can't see the switch, I think it's F4 to bring up those switches. Yeah, so press F4 if you can't see those switches. Also, I think you need to press F4 to see these yellow things as well, the little slider yolks. So now that you've turned it into an adjustment layer, you can drag the transform effect on top of it, and you can see there's nothing there. So the magic is really just to bring the scale up, which kind of warps the clip, as you can see there. And now when you play it, you get the shockwave effect. And to get the ripply effect, the easy way to do that is you just duplicate, whoops, I duplicated the effect there. You duplicate the layer and then kind of just like offset it or move it back just a little bit. So I've made 3 there now, and obviously they don't really make any sense there, but and I'm just showing you how to do the ripple effects real nicely. You don't have to like make the layers again and again. So let me just show you a full screen version of the final thing. And to actually full screen your clip inside of After Effects, just click the comp window and hit the tilde key. That'll actually full screen anything on the After Effects screen, so you can full screen the layer menu or anything like that. Okay, so hope you guys enjoy this effect.